Welcome back, because today we are digging into the critical differences between three massive video tools that almost nobody talks about. You are going to want to watch this entire comparison because the real kicker, the detail that actually changes your workflow, is hidden right in the middle. Let us start by jumping straight into the pricing models and the fundamental value propositions of these platforms. Runway ML tends to bill its users like a high-end scientific laboratory, with subscription tiers tied to compute power and generation credits. This system is tied heavily to export resolution, the number of credits you consume, and how fast you need your AI models to crunch through your files. If you are just doing a couple of background removals or a few poster-style effects, this structure is perfectly fine. However, if you are constantly burning through text-to-video, image animation, or long generative passes, those costs can climb very quickly. It is essentially priced for heavy visual experimentation, making it the perfect tool if you want to push visuals into uncharted territory without worrying too much about the bill. Descript, on the other hand, organizes its pricing around the reality of your production limits. They focus on things like transcription hours, access to specific voice cloning tools, the number of collaboration seats, and your export features. This is a much more predictable model because you can look at your monthly quota and plan your content batches accordingly. Descript's model clearly favors creators who churn out spoken word episodes such as podcasts, interviews, or vlogs, where transcription is king. For those formats, the ability to edit voice and audio matters significantly more than raw GPU minutes. So, we are looking at two very different bets. Runway is all about creative compute and visual experimentation, while Descript is about predictable workflow and speed. Now, let us break down what each of these tools actually does for your daily process. Runway ML is built for deep AI-driven visuals that feel almost magical. Text-to-video generation, animating stills into motion, and background removal without a physical green screen are their core strengths. For filmmakers, motion designers, and visual artists, Runway feels like a creative kitchen where you can throw in ingredients and start remixing your style. The big upside here is flexibility, as you can layer multiple AI modules in a single workflow and iterate as fast as you can think. That freedom to regenerate and refine is gold for concepting and pushing a visual idea through 10 different flavors until the right one finally sticks. But there are definitely trade-offs to keep in mind. The pricing curve can really surprise you if you misjudge exactly how much compute your project is going to consume. Results are also highly prompt-sensitive, meaning if you are not precise with your input, you will spend a lot of extra time tweaking and re-rendering. There is a steep learning curve, particularly if you want studio-grade output without those weird, unintended artifacts. For teams that already have heavy visual pipelines, Runway slots in very nicely. However, for solo creators who are just trying to pump out daily shorts, it can definitely feel like a bit of overkill. Descript takes a very different approach by turning video editing into a text editing task. You literally edit your transcript like a document, and the audio and video follow along automatically. Cut a sentence, and the clip edits. Remove filler words, and the platform cleans them up instantly. It is absolutely brilliant for anyone whose content is dialogue-heavy, like podcasters, educators, and YouTubers. The immediate visible nature of editing in text form reduces the fear of ruining your timeline because you are just moving words around. Descript's built-in AI features are surprisingly practical and efficient. You get fast, accurate transcription, filler word removal, voice cloning, and simple multi-track editing. For teams producing steady episodes, that simplicity translates into much faster turnaround and a lot less fiddly post-production work. Collaboration is also quite nice, as multiple people can comment and edit without constantly sending giant project files back and forth. But to be fair, Descript is not aiming to be flashy. Its visual effects are pretty basic, cinematic creativity is limited, and it is certainly not geared toward generative video experiments. If your content requires bold visual storytelling or high-end studio-level VFX, Descript is going to feel constrained. So where does Vizard fit into all of this? Think of Vizard as the social-first content engine built to help long-form creators finally win the short-form game. It is designed specifically to solve the daily grind of social media creation. It finds the moments that land, turns them into ready-to-post clips, and keeps your social channels fed automatically. But let me be clear, it does not try to be a replacement for Runway or Descript. Vizard focuses on what social creators actually need, which is discoverability, velocity, and consistency. Here are the 3 features that matter the most, and I promise this won't sound like a sales pitch. First, we have the auto-editing viral clips feature, which is the time saver you didn't know you needed. Instead of hunting through an hour of footage for those specific moments, the AI scans for audience hooks and engagement signals to pick the best bites. It packages them into native short formats, so there is no more guessing which cut will actually perform. Next is auto schedule, which is, quite honestly, a total game changer. You simply set your posting frequency and the AI will queue clips, stagger times, and publish automatically based on the schedule you pick. You don't have to babysit uploads or manually space them out throughout your day. For creators trying to stay consistent, this removes the repetitive task of posting and lets you focus on making better original content. Finally, the content calendar stitches it all together in one place. Instead of a chaotic folder of exports, everything lives where you can edit, schedule, tweak, and publish. You can modify captions, swap thumbnails, or push a clip to a different day with just one click. For teams, this means fewer awkward handoffs and less chasing down the latest version of your highlight reels. Now, compare that back to Runway and Descript. Runway is incredible if you want to invent new visual aesthetics, but it is not organized around the daily grind of posting shorts. It lacks the built-in scheduling and the content calendar-first workflow that makes consistent publishing actually sustainable. Descript nails the production side for spoken word creators, but it is not designed to auto-generate dozens of platform-optimized shorts. In short, Runway is artistic, Descript is editorial, and Vizard is pragmatic. It is optimized for scaling your social presence. Let us quickly run through the strengths and weaknesses for an honest take. Runway ML. You get pro-level visual tools and massive freedom, but the pricing can skyrocket, and it isn't the fastest path to daily clips. Descript. It is super fast and intuitive for dialogue, but it lacks the automation for short-form discovery and scheduling. Vizard's advantage is simple. It automates the stuff that eats your time. It finds the clips that actually move the needle and formats them for each platform so you aren't manually cropping and reformatting. It is cheaper in terms of creator time costs, which is arguably the most expensive thing you have. Let's be real. If you are a filmmaker needing cinematic control, Runway is probably more exciting. If you run a podcast and want to edit episodes like a doc, Descript feels unbeatable. But if your goal is to turn lectures, live streams, or interviews into a steady stream of shorts, Vizard is built for that specific grind. It is the middle ground that optimizes for scale, not just visual novelty or streamlined transcription. A few practical notes. Vizard's AI will not replace your creative judgment. You will still want to tweak captions, pick thumbnails, and maybe recut a clip for a punchier voiceover. But the heavy lifting of highlight detection, resizing, and scheduling, that is all handled for you. For creators who want to grow without burning out, consistency beats occasional viral hits. Vizard helps you stay consistent without making you feel like a robot. Final verdict. Choose Runway ML if you are chasing visual aesthetics and have the budget for experimentation. Choose Descript if your content is primarily spoken word and you want the fastest, most intuitive way to edit episodes. Choose Vizard if your priority is turning long-form content into consistent, platform-ready clips with minimal effort. If this comparison helped you figure out where your content pipeline is leaking time, please hit like and subscribe. Check the link below for a trial so you can see how Vizard works with your own long videos. Try it on just one episode and watch how much content you get. I promise you will be surprised by how many shareable moments are hiding in plain sight. Alright, that is it for now, so go create and let the system handle the busy work. I will catch you in the next one.